Hi everyone, today we are going to look at the vowels A, E, O, U, the one which are used in Luganda. So we have the initial Y of many verb stems beginning with ya, is lost in the infinitive and certain other forms. For example, ayagala, like in imperative form. Verbs of this type are alphabetized under Y rather than A. For example, commonly designated the of relationship, that is abbreviated as its usual function is to link substantives in possessive and is attributed and other relationships. The prefix attached to is determined by a class of the preceding noun. For example, akutte, to touch. Then we also have the second one, which is A. The initial Y of some verb stems beginning with YE and is lost in the infinitive and certain other forms. For example, we have, let me give an example of a samba. A samba. A the term saucepan in term. The commonly we have which is a double A, which can be used in a low or mild tone, like I see, double A. So that is it. I see, exactly. Double A. Then or a more frequently one, triple A. See, can also be used in a low or high tone. An interjection, for example, no, meaning no, not at all. There is also where we can use the A as an adverb, formative of a place, frequently equivalent to the English prepositions to that, like agenze e Kampala. Genze, he has gone or she has gone to Kampala. A Kampala. He has gone to Kampala. I guess a Kampala. Remember, Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. So it is not joined to proper nouns, but is prefixed directly to a number of pronouns and common nouns, many of which are acquired thereby an adverbial functions. For example, eka, at home, in the direction of home. Ewaffe, our home. Waffe, ours. Ewaffe, our home. Ewa. Then if we were using A, like one E, single E, pronounced as A in Luganda, can be used in a high or falling tone as an interjection, expressing surprise or admission of being in the wrong. A. And if you were using double E, which is A, can be like yes, A, yes. Hey, are you going to school? Hey, yes. Double E. Then the triple E, A, see, A, that is triple E, can be used in a low or high tone in that sense as interjection, expressing realization of a situation, for example. So that is it. Hey, that is it. I see now. Also, there is now. What did I tell you? Hey, we've realized what the other person has told you. That is the triple E. You get it. Then, ye. You have ye, which is the I. Have ye, which is the I. And with the exception of a few interjections, all words which were written with the initial ye, that is I, ye in Luganda, in the order orthographics, are now written with the initial y, I, ye, from ye to ye, from e, I to ye, y, I. For example, it can also be used as interjection expressing surprise and incredulity. It's like yee, double I, then the triple I, yee, oh, yee, like a low or high tone interjection expressing surprise and flat contradiction. I just don't believe you. I just don't believe you. Get it? Then we also have the O. A, E, O. A, E, O. The O, the initial Y of many verbs stems beginning with YO, is lost in the infinitive and certain other forms. For example, okwogera, to speak, which is infinitive. O. Okwogera. Kwogera is speak. Okwogera, which is an infinitive, to speak. Verbs of this type are alphabetized under the Y rather than O. For example, O alone. O alone can be used like ogenda. Genda, go. Ogenda. Ogenda, are you going? Are you going? As a subjection. Then A, E, O, U. Then U is not used to start Luganda words, but it can also be used in between the sentence. So subscribe to our channel, and that's the topic for today.